Welcome, NFL fans. You're locked in for a trip through gridiron history, one classic at a time. Today, our time machine is landing at the Georgia Dome on November 6, 1994, for a game between the visiting 7-1 San Diego Chargers and the hosting 4-4 Atlanta Falcons. There were 59,217 in attendance. The Falcons were favored by 2.5, and the temperature was probably between 68 and 75 degrees, because Dome. Atlanta was 3-1 in 4 career meetings with the Chargers. Bobby Ross was the commanding general for the Chargers. In his third season leading the team, he had a 26-14 record, along with a 1-1 postseason mark. June Jones was in his first season coaching the Falcons, and would later also coach the Chargers incidentally. Jones' career mark naturally matched Atlanta's 4-4 for the season. Stan Humphries' injured left elbow prevented him from the start, but he was still the emergency number 2 quarterback, in name at least. 33-year-old backup Gil Gilbert was starting his first game in 8 seasons, and only the third start of his career. He had a 69.2 career quarterback rating in 34 appearances. His career yardage would pass the 1,000-yard mark in this game. Jeff George led the NFL with a 67.5% completion rate. His lifetime rating was just 74.7, and he had more picks, 55, than touchdowns, 53. A fifth-year starter, this was George's first season with the Falcons, after 4 years with the Indianapolis Colts. Did I mention both teams had battering rams at fullback? Natron Means came into the game with at least 100 yards in 4 straight games, which was a San Diego record. Starter Eric Pegram was benched by Coach June Jones after missing a practice. Pegram was not happy. Craig Arnett Hayward started in his place. I got this game from Brian Lopez's channel. If you'd like to see this game uncut instead, you should check over there. Enjoy.
Well, Jeff Brom, Atlanta, winning the toss and receiving the opening kickoff. Clarence Verdun trying to go wide. Clarence Verdun running it out of bounds. Inside the 30, but penalty flags have been thrown. 5 yards.
Number 48 on the return. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Starting at the 9. Look out. But George was able to elude the pressure, and then it's incomplete. Risen had it, but could not hold on. He was covered by Hopper. We're up in that game, 10-0. And Hayward taken down after a short game. And a 3rd and 10 from the 9. Oh, a hard hit on Bert Emanuel as he made the catch for the Falcons. Oh. The snap mishandled, and George able to pounce on it. In motion. It comes to Mathis. Mathis running his way across the 27-28. And the Falcons have a first down. Ricky Sanders, the one-time Washington Redskin, run out of bounds by the nickelback Sean Van Horst, and that's a pickup of 16. Sidearm delivery by Jeff George, completing to Bert Emanuel, and was covered by Darian Gordon. The lone deep back is Hayward. And it's Hayward picking up the first down. Carrington made the stop. Shovel pass to Hayward. Hayward running well, has another first down at the San Diego 30. And again it's Hayward. And again he breaks tackles. And he's hit down inside the 20 for another Falcon first down. Darren Carrington made the stop at the 9. George looking end zone. Throwing end zone. Eric Castle providing the coverage at 10. It's completed to Sanders. Some nice move by Ricky Sanders, working inside the 10-yard line, stopped by Darren Carrington. And that is a first down pickup and more for Terrence Mathis, who wants it in for the touchdown.
He makes the hit. Watch this. No, sir. And now there's 2 more guys are there. They make hits. No, sir. He's in. Touchdown.
35 pounds now.
Johnson.
With the Jets, Norm Johnson kicking off to Andre Coleman, one of the best kickoff return men in the AFC. Coleman crossed the 30-yard line against the Seattle Seahawks. The Chargers are trailing 7-0. The swing pass for Means, and you mentioned earlier that Natron Means their speed man, Tony Martin, and it's back to the ground, and Means fighting the hole and has a first down. The right corner, DJ Johnson, up to make the hit in this first quarter, and again to the ground, and Means hit down at the 49 by the veteran Clay Matthew to Gail Gilbert with that left arm. Second down and 5. Gilbert's first pass, a floater that is caught, and it's a first down. Mark Say on the reception. He's on the 49ers practice squad. Means down to the 36, met by the man they call the Hammer, with apologies to Fred the Hammer Williamson. That is number 58, Jesse Tuggle, and they're able to cap it off with a touchdown. Means tripped up as he gets to the 35-yard line. 35. Gilbert couldn't find anyone. Running for the first down, and he falls short. Short set, and Gilbert able to complete to Say. DJ Johnson made the stop in the first quarter. Second down and 4. And Gilbert throws off the mark. Penalty flag is down.
He threw the ball to the corner, to the outside of the field. Offense, 10 yards, still second down.
Winds down. It's Natron Means to the outside. And hauled out at the 30. Darnell Walker getting in the way of Means and bringing him down. 4 games, which is a Charger franchise record. Gilbert got the time, and it is dropped, but a penalty marker is down.
What about third and 20? Number 71 of the offense, 10 yards, still third down.
And Gilbert went short, intended for Harmon. Signed with the club late, including to Clarence Verdun, who lets it go. And they'll bring it out to the 20, but a penalty marker is tossed. And starting out at their 20-yard line. George fires incomplete, intended Horizon, and a late flag tossed.
Pass interference, offense, number 80, 10 yards. Harmon.
And a quick pitch to Mathis. Fast relief by Jeff George, stopped by Stanley Richard. This is the offensive coordinator. And off for Hayward. He has run well. Ironhead gets to the 30. Met by Carrington. Whether that's good or bad. Second quarter underway, and Craig Hayward gets the call. And it's Craig Hayward.
Excellent way to find yourself in another uniform next year.
It's a third down and 2, and George is taken down by Leslie O'Neal. Darian Gordon is back. Oh, beauty. Alexander booming it. And back comes Gordon. And he is well covered. Led by Charles Washington, a 61-yard punt. Yesterday by Florida State, 41-10. Natron Means again refusing to go down. The free safety, Kevin Ross, spinning him around and finally got it to the turf. Vinnie Clark also in on the tackle. A second down and 10 from the 19. And it is completed. Alfred Papunu coughing it up on a number of occasions. He'll give it right back. The swing for Means. And again, the Falcons able to handle Natron Means. Coleman has had a disappointing season with the Atlanta Falcons. Means got the call again on the second down and 9. And 2. Oh, Means hit back behind the line by the Hammer. 8 carries, 31 yards for Means. It's been quiet. He just did get it off. And Verdun takes the punt. Penalty flags come flying. Good coverage by the Chargers.
Illegal block. On the return, number 46, half a distance to the goal. First down.
That is Charles Washington. From the 7-yard line, Jeff George starting out, goes sideline to Ricky Sanders up at the 10, met by the Sheriff free safety Stanley Richard.
Easier it is for them to learn it.
2nd and 7, the jump pass connecting with Craig Hayward, and he rips off a first down. Under control here in the first half, running the offense in precise fashion, although not able to connect with Ricky Sanders, covered by Darian Gordon. We're running something electrically that is setting it off. George off the roll, connects with Sanders, but short of the first down. Richard and Gordon combined to make the tackle. That's the 4th catch for Ricky Sanders. 2 from the 31. You throw. Oh, nice catch by Hayward. He one-handed and has a first down. Felt 265. Fumble recovered by George. Lincoln Kennedy, second-year player from Washington. George in trouble. Able to hang in and throw it away. 3rd and 11. And penalty flags come flying. Hayward trying to spin. Hit for a loss. And the Falcons hear it from the crowd. Leslie O'Neal with the refs on Craig Hayward.
You know, I don't understand the blocking on this play. I'm really Leslie O'Neal's not even blocked. Lincoln Kennedy goes like it's a draw play. He goes upfield to get a linebacker. Nobody touches Leslie O'Neal. It's incredible.
So Harold Alexander punted for 61 yards in his first attempt. Line drives it to Darian Gordon. Fair catch taken, a 37-yard punt. As San Diego starts this series, trailing the Falcons 7-0. Gilbert able to avoid the pressure and is able to hook up with the enemy, met by Matthews and San Diego at 77. On look by Gilbert, and is able to complete to Sean Jefferson. Out of the 45 for Dale Gilbert, and the Chargers. Penalty flags are thrown as Gilbert takes a pop, and a late hit on Gilbert by Ron George.
False start on the offense. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 50. Slapping the quarterback. 15 yards. 5-yard penalty is ignored. 15 yards. First down.
The Atlanta 30-yard line. And it's the enemy. Stopped in his tracks by the 38-year-old Clay Matthews. And 12 from the 32. Mathis tried to adjust. I should say, Martin tried to adjust to that pass, trying to come back. The Raiders, 3rd and 12. The intended receiver, Ronnie Harmon, but he would have had no room to operate.
What a line of scrimmage in Atlanta.
He's gunning for it from 50. Carney connects. Make it 19 in a row. And Carney pounds the kickoff. Clarence Verdun knocked out of bounds at about the 23-yard line by Steve Hendrickson. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the first half. George with another successful shovel, this time to Pedro. And a flag thrown behind the play. So Eric Pedro getting into the action for the first time.
Number 66 of the offense. Filling it downfield. Still first down.
Weeks ago against the Raiders, and you saw the motion. Looked like Jeff George was faked out awaiting the snap.
Jeff George, Lincoln Kennedy, and on the top side, Whitfield.
Prior to the snap, number 72 of the offense. 5 yards. Still first down.
And
Setting of a half. And George throws to the other side. Terrence Mathis, well short of a first down. Again, a flag is thrown.
They're not going to get this play off.
Prior to the snap, number 66 to the offense. 5 yards.
Wow, it's Lincoln Kennedy again. Trade involving Chris Hinton, Andre Rison. Inside handoff. Eric Pedro. And 13 for Atlanta. And George facing the pressure. Deo having another splendid season. The punt by Harold Alexander. Alexander for Darian Gordon. And he just does well to hang on to it at the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt. First down from the 40. The screen for Ronnie Harmon. And he battles his way up to the 47, met by Darnell Walker. Chargers in the hurry-up. 2nd and 3. And Gilbert's pass could not be handled. Last year's Super Bowl as a member of the Buffalo Bills, but obviously did not play. Runs it to the sidelines. Nice pass. No, he's out of bounds. It was Tony Martin last week involved in that controversial call that upset Bobby Ross and Bobby Becker. Dan let it bounce. And it is down inside the 20-yard line. That'll go as a 36-yard punt in the first half. So Leonard starting out with the pass to Ricky Sanders up at the 24-yard line. We're down to 42 seconds to go. That is a factor that remains to be seen. Oh, a sensational interception. And a flag is thrown at the same time. Dwayne Harper leaping in front of Leonard Harris, the intended receiver.
Moving on the field. There is no foul on the play. The clean interception. First down.
At the Atlanta 33 with 22 seconds to go in the half. And Gilbert is taken down by Junkie Gethers. The Ravens and the Jets making contact with the referee, Bernie Kukar. And now Gilbert going long. He has Harmon wide open. Harmon inside the 15. And the Chargers,
They don't have any timeouts.
no timeouts remaining. And time is running out. They're trying to line up. And it's too late. So a 27-yard pass for Harmon. And they could not get off another play. George 14 of 20 overall. Gail Gilbert not able to get anything going. And the good hit. The yard line. Gail Gilbert for the injured Stan Humphries. And it's Natron Means. And they certainly hope to get him involved. Picked up the first down. Stopped by Vinnie Clark.
If we can get him back.
Bothered by the injured back. Again, Means able to accelerate. Appears to be running with a purpose as we open up in the second half. And one. And it's Means again. Has a first down, but it looks like a penalty flag has been thrown up the far side of the field.
Offside. Defense number 67. 5 yards.
Right defensive tackle. The 49-yard line. Ball! Almost intercepted. Intended for Papunu. And Kevin Ross, who was shaken up at the end of the half, had it and could not hold on. In the third quarter, Natron Means followed up at midfield. Chuck Smith, the left defensive end. That's what running there was. That's it. Third down. And Gilbert is taken down by the face mask.
There and grab the face. Look at this. I mean, that's.
And Gail Gilbert with some words for Chris Dolman. Papunu in motion. Means is stopped. Short pickup, Holt and Gethers on the tackle of Natron Means. Second down and 9. And it is completed for a first down. And was the play whistle dead?
Tony Martin was already down when they pulled the ball out. You know, this is, don't boo, folks. He was already down.
Martin's first catch of the day. Here's Means trying to follow his blockers. But he's swallowed up by a group of Atlanta Falcons led by Pierce Holt. It's very strong. Looking for Tony Martin. Covered by DJ Johnson. Ninth play of the drive. It's a third down and 10. Gilbert over the middle and has a first down and more with Mark Say.
It's amazing what time gives you.
Best looking drive of the day, helped by that 15-yard penalty. Here's Means bouncing off tacklers. Case finally brought him down. Steve Henderson in the backfield with Means. And Means is turned back by Mo Gardner. It's a loss of a couple. And completed to Papuno for the touchdown. And a penalty marker is thrown.
Pass interference, number 87 in the offense, blocking downfield, 10 yards, still third down.
They sets it back to a third and goal at the 15. The swing pass, Tony Martin, stopped by Kevin Ross. 19 straight.
20.
So Carney again, and it cuts it to a 1-point Atlanta lead. He's accounted for all 6 San Diego points. Chargers trailing 7-6. And it's clearance for Dan on the return. Clarence for Dan, finding the opening.
Oh, they're going to throw a flag. They throw it. Jude Jones has absolutely gone crazy.
And you just saw one right here. So George swings it out. Terrence Mathis goes for 16, stopped by Chris Mims. Has not seen much activity. Is back in there, but it's to the ground. Eric Pegram refusing to go down. In motion. And the draw for Pegram. Able to change direction and is ripped down inside the 5 by the free safety Stanley Richard. And quick strike by George, incomplete. 18-year veteran of UCLA. And he pops it through. Yes, Whitey, a very popular figure over the years. The only equipment manager in the history of the franchise. Andre Coleman taking a hard hit on the kick return. Charles Washington was right there. Decision will be made as to whether he can return. And here is Gilbert on first down. And he picks up the first down. Combining with Tony Martin, covered by Vinnie Clark from their 39-yard line. Natron Means posted up. Vinnie Clark going for the loose ball, but apparently went out of bounds. Clark with control. Clark with the strip. And on a 2nd and 6, Gilbert goes incomplete. And Gilbert on a timing pattern is able to connect, but it is dropped.
That was a perfect pass.
4th punt for Brian Wagner. And Verdun lets it bounce. Craig Hayward. Nice catch made by Terrence Mathis. Eric Castle brought him down, but it's a 26-yard gain for the season. George intercepted through a lazy pass picked off by Dwayne Harper. So Dwayne Harper with the intercept. Remaining 3rd quarter, the Chargers take over. Means looking for the hole. Brings out to the 43. Met by Mel Agee. 8 for San Diego, trailing the Falcons 10-6. Natron Means able to bust free for the first down. First down at the Falcon 46. And Gilbert able to complete to Mark Say. Vinnie Clark on the coverage, just short of the first down start since the 1986 season. And Gilbert has a first down combining with Say. Darnell Walker on the stop. Play action. And nice developing play for the tight end Dwayne Young, covered by Jesse Tuggle as this 4th quarter gets underway, and Means tries to go wide. Attempting to stiff arm, but handled well. Kevin Ross, the free safety, able to force him out of bounds. Gilbert taken down by Chuck Smith, a left defensive end, and that is his 5th sack of the season. And from 33. And he has done it again. 21 straight for Carney, who holds the NFL record. And he appears to be on his way to shattering that record. Clarence Verdun out to the 10. And brought down as he crossed the 15, and then barely able to break a tackle and move to the 20-yard line for the Atlanta Falcons. And the handoff to Eric Pegram. And he is turned back by Junior Seau. And Jones. And George connects. Bert Emanuel. Apparently not able to hold on. Flank to the left side. George looking that way. And it's broken up, intended for Rising. Broken up by Eric Castle. Harold Alexander will punt for the 4th time today. Marion Gordon let it bounce and then makes the play. And is hammered from behind at the 42. Here start out from the 42-yard line. And it's Nathan Means on the slant, bringing across the 45. It's the Falcons 10 and the Chargers 9 with 12:20 remaining to Maryland. And Frank recommended Gail Gilbert to the Chargers. Means is stopped short of the first down. 3rd and 2. And we'll have to see where they spot it as Alfred Pupunu made the catch.
What do you do? What do you do?
And here's Means, and he has the first down.
That would have been my choice.
And a first down at the 46 in Atlanta territory. Timing pattern, the pass intended for Mark Say, covered by Vinnie Clark. All right, Greg, a 2nd and 10 at the 46. On the draw, Means finding the opening and runs for the first down. Gets inside the 35, tripped up by Darnell Walker, and that's a 12-yard scamper. Falcon, 35-yard line. Eric Bieniemy. And Gilbert pass caught by Pupunu, but stopped by Hopper. 1 down. 3rd and 4. And Gilbert throwing for the end zone. He had Mark Say open, who's hit 3 of 3. Missed it. And that's it for the streak. John Carney had hit on 21 straight field goals, but a moment ago he missed. 8 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. George to the sideline on first down for Bert Emanuel. 6 at the 41. The snap was fumbled, and then George was able to get it to Hayward after scooping it off the ground, who again is bothered by back problems. And the catch made by Mathis, but short of the first down. Darian Gordon on the stop. Play took a shot in the game against the Redskins several weeks ago and has just not been the same. This is a good one, though. And Darian Gordon let it fly, and a break for the Falcons. Carried out at the 6. Gilbert on the play action. Completes for the first down with Mark Say. Go out of trouble. First down at the 21-yard line. Means with a short pickup. Atlanta. And Gilbert airs it out, but overthrows the intended receiver, Tony Martin. Almost intercepted. And the Chargers must punt. Here's Brian Wagner for Clarence Verdun. From his 26, broke the tackle, tries the sideline, but ran out of room. Intended for Ricky Sanders. Nice release, and Sanders made the catch. And the 43-yard line. George almost intercepted. Marion Gordon back at his 15. And they get the bounce. And another good break for Alexander. Rolls inside the 10. And Gilbert for Means. At the 17. Now Means on the ground. 100 for the fifth straight game. 101 on the ground. Gilbert incomplete. And Marseille did not like the tackle.
Down. Holding. Number 67 in the offense. 10 yards. Still first down.
Means. The screen for Means. Oh, spinning his way. What moves at the 20? On the draw, it's Ronnie Harmon. A rare rush for Harmon at the 27. The dump ball pass picks it up. Papunu has a first down. This is last after hitting 3 in a row. First down for Gilbert. Couldn't find anyone, and he is taken down by Pierce Holt. Second and 16 from the 31. Off the hand of Harmon.
The last minute and a half was missing. I'll recap. On 3rd and 17, Gilbert threw an incomplete pass to Marseille. After a false start penalty made at 4th and 22, Gilbert threw another incomplete pass to Say, turning the ball over on downs. George kneeled 3 times to kill off the rest of the clock. George completed 19 of 31 passes for 180 yards, 1 score, and 2 interceptions, for a 61.2 rating. Both Terrence Mathis and Ricky Sanders pulled down 7 completions, gaining 77 and 53 yards, respectively. Hayward racked up 37 yards on 8 carries. Gilbert performed about as well as a guy who just sat on a bench for 8 seasons could play. Pretty good, not great, but alright. He connected on 22 of his 38 offerings for 207 yards and a 73.0 rating. Say caught 6 passes for 65 yards, as Gilbert threw to 10 different receivers. Means gained 102 yards on 25 carries, which extended his franchise record to 5 games, with over 100 yards in a row. The regular season aftermath of this game would see the Falcons go 2-5 down the stretch, finishing at 7-9 and well out of the hunt. Meanwhile, the Chargers won 4 of their last 7 games to claim the AFC West title and the AFC's number 2 seed at 11-5. San Diego defeated the wildcard winning Miami Dolphins 22-21, then topped the top-seeded Pittsburgh Steelers on the road 17-13 to land a spot in Super Bowl 29 against the San Francisco 49ers. That game did not go as well for them, but that's another story. Thanks for watching today. If you're watching me now and you didn't hate this, go ahead and subscribe. If you hated it, also go ahead and subscribe. This video is number 75 out of infinity, and I can't stop until it's done. Until next time, keep the laces out and keep the history alive. I'll see you on the next kickoff. Bye.